So, I got up to Red Bucket and I got them to pull these little samples of everything we've got so far, and I thought we would taste them for the unfortunate few of us that can't be here. And to begin, we'll put the whites over here.
Rosé.
That's the rosé. You can see it's got that same weird
That like tint to it.
that this year's does.
Yeah. I like that tint though.
And yeah, of course it's very fresh right now. Maybe even a little bit of H2S, a little stinky, which is what a good rosé should be right now. And I think that aroma, just like last year, just a little bit of acacia wood will pop that nose, and I just wanted to wait till after vinification to do that because it's just a little tiny scotch, and I wanted to test it first. So that's the next thing to do with this, and then we need to.
It smells like.
What do you got?
BO.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Well, let me show you how you fix that. That's the H2S.
Spelling that right?
That's basically.
Oh, okay, that's the penny track, huh?
Yeah, that's antioxidative power. So we put these are pennies before 1981, and it'll just take a second to make that go away. And you should be able to get the melons and strawberries. But in the meantime, I'm going to give it a taste. Real similar to last year. It's pretty crisp. It's not as lush as we'd like it to be, but this one, by the way, is 11% alcohol, so it's even less alcohol than last year, and I think it's going to be pretty much exactly the same, which is good because we only made a little bit
last year.
Now we made a lot, and we'll want to clean this up and get it on the market like in February, so that we have some replacements.
Yeah, maybe we could do that for Valentine's
But
Day.
there you go. You see how that nose cleaned right up? Well, Valentine's Day, but basically rosé still in the United States mostly just sells in the summer, and you've got to get those placements out there. So anyway, I'm pretty delighted. Oh, I left the spittoon over here. There we go. What do you think?
I think it's going to turn out good.
Yeah. So like I said, we need to test it for heat stability. I don't think cold stability is going to be a problem. We'll just use some of that new potassium polyaspartame that stabilizes it, and that'll keep even. I kind of like having high potassium here because I think that's part of the minerality element, and so we can do that now. That's only been available for less than a year. Okay, now this is the Petit Manseng. I'm going to do that last because it's sweet.
Okay.
But keep your white glass ready. And let's see, what's the order?
Let me see. I'll close my eyes and guess. It's a fun little game.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Yeah, we'll try it out.
All
I'll
right.
be completely wrong.
Now, a lot of these wines will have that same H2S, because that's just what happens with young wines, at least the way I make them.
And what's your anticipation for how long we're going to be aging these? I know we're going to be bottling up the 17.
Well, that'll be instant. I don't know. Most of them 2 years at least.
At least. It's a pretty color.
It is a pretty color, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
It's nice and smooth. Ooh. It's hot. It's getting my nose in there. Cab.
What are you seeing in the nose?
Spicy. It kind of smells like the Saint Laurent.
That's what it is.
Saint
Yeah, and I understand why you say it that way. It's kind of indescribable. I mean, there's an element of fruit,
the other day.
and we just had it the other day. So, yeah, that's palate memory. Good for you. And it looks like it, and you can see the really soft tannins there, and just I think this will be a splendid follow-up to the 2015, and that's the one that we might bottle early after a year or so, because it's almost ready to go right now. Okay, you want another one?
Eyes closed. Pick another one. Man, way to confuse me there for a minute. That was good.
So these are, I think you're gonna have a hard time with these because they're still fermenting. In other words, they're gonna be pretty sweet.
Did you get the Verdot, the Petit Verdot yesterday?
Yeah, but it's still soaking out, so it's not gonna work. There was no point in bringing it.
Yeah. Oh, there's the school bus. I should walk out there and get him.
Well, here's a whole lot of HTS,
Whoa.
so you're definitely gonna need this. But what else do you see?
I think the color is a little cloudy.
Right, and because it's cloudy, it'll actually be darker than this, but it's not a heavily colored wine. And I think we just want to take a moment to let that copper do its thing. But let's look at the tannins. We'll come back to the nose.
Okay.
Hello. Hey, we're taping, so.
Say hi, baby.
Yeah. That's Alex. He's our king.
It's sweet.
Well, yeah, it's still right in the middle of fermentation. What kind of flavors are you getting?
Well, I can feel the tannin.
Tannins are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tannins are kind of medium, but they're not grainy like Cab Franc. They're really smooth, almost like, I would say kind of like Malbec, very fine, and I get a bunch of cherries in the mouth, which is typical of this variety. You probably don't know anything about this variety,
No, it's good.
but you probably ought to be able to guess it by process of elimination.
It's either the Norton or the Tempranillo.
So which do you think?
I don't know, I've never had enough of either of them.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not what Norton looks like. Norton is basically like Saint Laurent, only 10 times as intense.
Okay.
So this is
The
a typical
Tempranillo.
Tempranillo, and I don't get raisining, which is something I was worried about. This is a very fragile variety, and it's going to need some bodybuilding, I think, with Petit Verdot, and we have tons of Petit Verdot, literally. So that'll be easy. And maybe next year we'll find some Graciano. Hey, now check out the nose. There's some nice spice in there, along with the cherries.
It's really hard during allergy season. Whew.
Oh, you've got sniffles. And that H2S is really kind of a mark of quality. You don't worry about it at this stage.
It dissipates.
Yeah, it just means the wine has, O2 appetite. which is a good thing. Right.
Speaking of Petit Verdot, did we get our...
Yeah,
weights
but
on
we
this?
haven't. We just delivered it yesterday.
I know, but
so.
did we get our weights on them?
Nobody had a scale, so Steve and I looked at it and said, can we call it 900 tons, with 900 pounds per bin? That's the number I use, and then we had a little extra, so we decided to call it 2.5 tons.
Okay.
And I sent you the bills of lading for that, and the 06 from my phone to your email.
Oh, I have to double check it.
So by process of elimination, this of course would be
The Norton.
And look at
Ooh.
that. Don't get it on your clothes.
I wear black and lamp.
But man alive. This
Oh,
stuff
now
is
look at that color.
Yeah. See what I mean? It's kind of like the Saint Laurent,
Yeah.
only, oh my god.
That's pretty vibrant.
Yeah.
Need some teeth whitening after this one.
Right. Yeah, you're going to need to see the dentist and your dry cleaner.
Okay. That's definitely a different kind of berry.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, Norton, when it's underripe, has a lot of, like Welch's grape juice, methylanthanolite is the compound, and we need for that to go away through ripening. So I'd like to get it as ripe as possible. It also has really high acidity, and it just gets way more complex when we get it good and ripe. So, you know, we wanted to, just for economy reasons, we wanted to pick on the same day, the Norton and the Tempranillo. So the Tempranillo we pushed a little bit, and the Norton we maybe did a little early, but I think it's going to be fine. But besides that grapiness,
yeah, there's something else there.
well, Norton is really a lot like a Rhone wine. It has some earthy aspects, like a Chateauneuf du Pape or a Syrah. And the tannins are always completely enrobed. Kind of like the Saint Laurent, only as you see, more intense. But there's just real dense, ample, full body. And this is still sweet too. Neither one of these is quite dry, I guess.
Yeah, you can really get the spice on that.
So we put some wood on that, and we might even be able to release it in a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it kind of makes itself. All
Some
right.
seeds in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're nice and brown.
Crazy stuff. All right. So then finally, this is the Petit Syrah for the port stock. So you remember we've got that Lodi cab that's going to go together with this, plus the barrel. By the way, when you rinse your glasses when you have Norton, everything turns blue.
Oh, look at that. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of interesting. I'll show you. Maybe we better actually rinse. You know what? I'm just.
Whoa.
You see, and as the pH goes up, it goes from pink to blue. Peculiar stuff. I'll just get another couple of glasses for this.
Okay.
Not like I have to wash them.
Yeah, Alex, you gonna wash the glasses?
All right, so we didn't even ferment this wine. It's just juice and alcohol. Came in a little bit lower bricks than we were looking for, and I did the equation, and
So we don't always have to ferment wines.
and I just told them, boys, just throw in the alcohol and stop it in its tracks. This is Diamond Rich. Also very deep color, but you know, not a normal. More like a normal color. It doesn't have that.
Oh, is this 2018
Kinda-
Diamond Ridge?
Yeah,
Oh.
right. This is the. We combine this with the Lodi Cab and the
Mm-hmm.
and the 06 Meritage, and we end up with
With
300 cases of port. Probably last us all my life anyway. So this is going to be very sweet, and it's got screaming alcohol.
Yeah.
Like 30%.
Ooh, like makes your eyes burn a little.
Yeah.
Clean up my sinus
But in the
infection.
mouth, you'll see it's just loaded with
30%.
blueberries, and
Jesus.
it's going to be the perfect element.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we could just sell that. Huh?
Wow.
We call it. I got a name for it. We'll call it an olfactory whistle.
Oh, what is
One
that?
blast and you're through for the day.
Hoo-wee.
All right, now let me show you. This is
Yeah.
this year's Petit Monsang, and this over here
Is last year's.
is last year's. And I'm just gonna. You already know what that tastes like, so I'm gonna show you this, and then the reason I got so much is I'm gonna put together a proportionate blend and send it off to Inardis
Oh, yeah.
for heat stability.
Because we were talking about.
So we know how much
yesterday.
bentonite to put in. And we got this kind of complex thing where we're gonna cross flow this so probably next week so that it looks like this. And by that time, I want them to know how much bentonite to put in, because the next step will be to heat stabilize it, precipitate that out, and then rack off the bentonite and combine the two.
It'll just be a no vintage.
It'll be a non-vintage,
Non-vintage.
right? California Petit Monsang, or maybe we'll go dual county. Although Alexander Valley YOLO, dual county.
YOLO and NorCal. I don't know about that.
So tell me what you see.
What I see.
Well, what your nose tells you.
Pears.
Yeah, there's a lot of tropical fruits.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe honeysuckle and
Pineapple.
things like that. Pineapple.
Yeah, I can smell the honey.
Taste that. Man, maybe you're right. Maybe it is like pear. Oh, and I'm getting a kind of a pina colada, coconut and pineapple in the finish.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's definitely pretty good.
All right, so now I'm going to put these together for you, 1/3, 2/3, and we'll see what we're going to be dealing with.
Whoa.
Here, hang on to that for me. And this should come in right about 13% alcohol and 8% sugar is what we're shooting for. And of course, this has been aged, and I got it a little warm to get more development on the nose. So we'll have, again, kind of like the port project, we have a little bit of young and a little bit of old. And you remember, we've got the fair slug of acacia wood in both of these, which you can kind of smell. So that really pops the nose.
Now it's more like pineapples.
Oh,
Little lemon, maybe?
yeah, lemon zest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely going to get it in the mouth. So we've got something very unique and crowd-pleasing. And we're going to have about 100 cases of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Say hello to all the people in television land, and
Bye.
thank you for your support.